is going on, everybody? This is Art of IBMOR coming at you. Um, and I don't know where this video is going to go, but might be a rant. But I have to talk about this. Now, I've been handling business, which should be wrapping up pretty soon, so that way I can get back to doing my regular stuff. So I won't be constrained to over here and over there and just focus on YouTube. But I have been listening. Right? And ever since this Hafiz and Just Pearly thing that went down, now I'm starting to see people saying that Pearl is part of the Black Manosphere. When did that happen? When did Pearl become part of the Black Manosphere? I mean, seriously. And keep in mind, people are sitting there talking about she's the woman king of the Black Manosphere. Like, come on, let's just stop. Let's just stop. Like, seriously, Pearl is part of the Manosphere. There's no doubt about that. But a part of the Black Manosphere, that's just a stretch. Pearl makes Manosphere red pill type content. And she is a woman, and people of all races watch her show. Now, she mostly has a lot of black people up there because she may be fond of black people. That's fine, whatever. She does have some white people up there, Hispanics, or Latin, not Hispanics, but probably Latins or anything like that. She's in the UK, so she has a broader range audience where people all over are watching her. This is one of the reasons why her content has blown up the way it has, because her content is not just for one group of people. So her content is going to blow up. Makes sense. If you cast a wide net, you'll be able to get more people in. Simple enough, right? So when I start hearing this, like she's the king or the woman king of the Black Manosphere, I laugh. When has she ever talked about black subjects? How much of her content is about black men and their issues, or the black community? Please tell me. How much of her content is about black men? How much of her content is kind of like Dr. T.S. Johnson, where he talks about black people's issues, black men's issues specifically? When has Pearl talked about the gynocracy? Can someone tell me? Oh, no, she hasn't? Oh, okay. All right. Why the hell are we saying that she's part of the Black Manosphere? This is like one of the things that I guess we got to an argument the other week about. So talking about Kevin was in part of the Black Manosphere. He always emphasized the red pill community, and I was like, every time I saw Kevin, yes, he was part of the Manosphere. Now Kevin casted a wide net. He branched out. You could say he's part of the Black Manosphere for the simple fact that he talked about black issues, because he always just say when he's talking to black people, men and women, he would say, this is family, this is us, this is our community we're talking to. So when he had like a one white woman was trying to come on and talk about how black women this and that, he shut her down, because when he was talking to us as family, no, that's code words, he's saying that this is our unique situation. So Kevin was part of the Black Manosphere because he talked about our unique situation. Pearl has not done that. Why? Because that's not the lane that she's running in. She's running in the lane of just being red pill. I guess you could say red pill, but she's like, I guess what BJS will say, the gray. She's representing both sides. but she's not actively saying, well, this is our issues and this is their issues and this and that. It's just saying these are the issues at hand. So I wouldn't consider her black manosphere because she's not targeting the issues that afflict only the black people, black Americans that we're facing. So this whole notion that she's the woman king of the black manosphere is fucking ridiculous. And everybody that keeps saying that is a fucking idiot. No, she's not part of the black manosphere. She's not. Now, most of her talking points do come from us. That is you cannot deny that. A lot, but that's a lot of people's content. And she's not the only one. There's a lot of female content creators that have just popped up in the manosphere. That's popped up over here and just talked about men's issues. That pretty much just like Pink Book Lessons. She came up, she was saying the same stuff that we're saying. But yet her channel's big. And why are these females who are coming into the manosphere, keyword manosphere, are the ones that are getting the most support? It could be a lot of reasons. It could be that putting more effort into the content, which I've always said that, you know, black men need to start doing. I got pushed back against that. Black men, we in the manosphere, if we want to grow, we need to start putting more effort behind content. If this is what you want to do long term, this is what you want to do, yeah, go ahead. You got to put more effort behind your content. Put more effort behind the graphics and the production value of your content. Look what Crimson Curry did. From where she started to where she's at now, she put more effort behind her content and she grew. So Pearl puts more information behind her content. She puts more production value into her content. She puts more of an effort in trying to find the algorithm, more so than a lot of people, and then she grew. And plus also, she's not targeting just one demographic. She's targeting all demographics. She's casting a wide net to grab more people in, and so that's going to equate her getting more viewers, more subscribers, because it's a strategy. She's using the algorithm and working with it to make sure her channel is successful. That's what you're supposed to do as a content creator, doing this to make money. And let's be honest, this is a way to make money for a lot of people. And then I've said this before. I mean, but I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. Whatever. And you know, people are mad that, you know, a lot of these female content creators are blowing up in this space. I was watching the Dennis Sperling talk about this, and he's 100% correct. A lot of guys want to hear women agree with them. You still have that quote unquote, shout out BGS, the Winter Soldier chip in you. A lot of guys are still one blowjob away to where if a woman says something nice to you, you melt in her in because you want the fantasy. I know you've said this plenty of times in this space. I think BGS is the one that said it first, is that, you know, about females wanting that Disney fantasy. They into that whole Disney princess woman warrior crap. Well, guess what? Men want the fantasy too. Men want the fantasy that the woman understands them. She's the caregiver. You know, this woman's gonna dote on them and all this other kind of crap. And then she listens to her husband, and then this is where a lot of guys go to these female content creators because they're like, oh, she understands me, and you know, she's saying the right things. Go get them, sis. Da da da. Listen, half of these women are here because you guys watch them. Let's just be honest. I'm just going to be strictly honest. These women are here because men watch them, and they continue to watch them. A lot of them have not came up in the ranks and had the battles. Most of them are just making pre-recorded videos. And like I said, I understand you guys like to hear a woman's voice and gravitate to them and donate to them and give them the views and give them the money because you want to be entertained and you want to hear it come from a woman. You want to hear Manosphere talking points come from a woman. And that's funny to me because this was supposed to be a space for men and men only, where this is supposed to be where we come through and say what we have to say. And for years, women were not in this space. For years, people had to grow their channels the hard way. And all it takes is to get subscribers from men is a woman just saying the same stuff we're saying. They're not adding anything. They're not saying anything different. They're basically, most of these chicks that's in this space, and this is including Pearl, are saying the exact same thing we said a couple of years ago. They're not adding anything. They're not reading text. They're not reading books to you guys. You know, they're not going through the documents. They didn't research feminism like we have. They're basically just taking our work and just regurgitating it. But because they wearing lipstick, that makes it better for you guys. This is one of the reasons why I said that you guys really want me to do the table channel, because this is like, this is one of the things that I've learned while being an adult, while talking to adults. I don't listen to what people say. I look at what people do. That goes for women and men, because at one hand, you got a whole bunch of guys in here that complain about women being in this space. You got a whole bunch of guys saying that women should not be on panels. With men, we want this space to be for men only. Okay? So why did female Manosphere content creators or red pill content creators blow up so fast? I mean, seriously, these people blow up extremely fast with no effort whatsoever, because they're not really saying anything differently. It's because most of you guys want to be entertained and you want to hear it from a woman. Let's just put the marbles on the ground and just see where they lay. You just want to hear it from a woman. You want to be heard, and you want a person to be hear you as a woman's voice. Because there's no reason why Dennis, BGS, Grinch, even though his channel's on lock right now, or any of these other content creators, Angry Man or anything else, should not be over 100,000. Should not be over 100,000. Should not be over 200, 300, 400. Because they give out great content. They give out great content. And if someone's regurgitating the same stuff that we're saying, shouldn't we get also those subs too? Because we're putting out better content, more thoughtful content, reading stuff from books, but I guess that's not entertaining. And keep in mind, I'm not really hating on female content creators, because you know, the name of the game is just to grow your channel any way you see fit. You need to grow your channel, so hey, they're growing their channel. But I just find it very odd that, you know, we got a whole bunch of guys in this space that say they want a male-centered channel and don't want no females on it, but yet they don't support the content at all. And I find that odd. I find that funny. But like I said, that red pill's not for everybody. Black pill definitely isn't. And a lot of guys in here want to hear women saying the same stuff they say, and they want to be heard. I've gone past women and gravitated towards women that hear what I have to say. Do I look at sometimes Pearly stuff? Do I look at sometimes Crimsons? Do I look at sometimes Pinks? Or I definitely don't listen to Nicki Marie. I think I never really liked her content. But needless as I say, like sometimes I do, but for the most part, now these days, there's only a certain select few content creators that I listen to now. Only a certain. Most time I'm on YouTube, it's most looking at tutorials, animation stuff, stuff like that, stuff that interests me in my hobbies. You know, seeing like what's coming out for the next comic books next Wednesday. What kind of model kits can I build? You know, what tools and lessons that I can learn that can better me as a person, for me, not for female, not for nobody else, but for me. That's mostly what I'm doing now. And like I've told other people, like I got to the point now where I could just leave this channel alone and don't really care. But the only thing that keeps me here is you guys. You guys keep me here. You guys keep me doing this content, even though sometimes I just don't want to. Cause there's been periods of times where I feel like, I just feel like shutting it down. I've gotten to that, I guess you could call that black pill mode, to just saying like, cause there's a lot of black pill guys that, they make content maybe once or 2 times a week. That's it. They make it when they have time, they feel like it. It's not like a real big deal to them. And I think I've gotten to that point almost to where I'm just like, what's next? But I stay here because I get emails from guys saying that they like my take. I get in my comment section, I get those guys that say like, you stopped me from doing something stupid, and so I stay around for those guys. I stay around for the guys that actually say that they love the content that I put out. I stay here because I know men need to hear something, need to hear my voice, because I bring a different perspective than a lot of people do. And it may not be for a lot of people, and that's fine. I don't care. I'm here for the men that need help. I'm here for the men. And if men are saying that they get something out of my content, then I'll stay. If they don't feel like they are not getting anything out of my content, then I'll leave. I'm only here to help. I'm not here to take people's money and stuff like that. The only time I ask people to donate to the channel is like on Saturdays, because that was something that I took on for this space. And I feel like if I am doing this as a courteous to this space, then I should get some revenue from it. But I'm not trying to hit people over the head. I just say, just donate $1. That's it. Just donate $1. Just let me know that you appreciate it. Just donate $1. Buy me a Hot Pocket. That's all I want. I want me a pepperoni cheese Hot Pocket. And if you're real nice, get me 2. But that's about it. But so as far as this whole Pearl being the woman king of the Manosphere, I find it laughable that you got a lot of these guys in here talking about she's the woman king. You got a lot of these guys in here just complaining about the guys, saying it. It's like, look, a lot of these people don't understand the Manosphere. They really don't. They don't understand the Manosphere. They don't understand the people in this space. Because they never took the time to understand these guys. A lot of these guys, and they're saying like, oh, these guys are just want some pussy. No, a lot of these guys are frustrated with the double standards that's going on in society. A lot of guys are frustrated because of the laws. A lot of guys are frustrated because they're trying to be good men, and society itself is making them be, I guess you could say, a savage out here. And they don't really want to be savages. There are a lot of guys that don't want to be a savage. They just want to be a good dude, work, and have a good wife. that's not going to be on some bullshit. But yet they see their friends go through bullshit. Like I said, my brother had a friend who married his college sweetheart and got 3 kids. And guess what she does? She was cheating on him for a whole year and kicked him out and then put another dude right in there on the next day. The next day. Man worked hard. He loves his kids. Does everything he is asked of and still gets cheated on. And no one cares. No one shames her for doing it. None. She gets a pass. No one looks at her differently. But this is the world that we're living in, and this is the world that a lot of men are living in. And they're just getting tired of it. So I talk for those men that are tired of the BS. They're tired of the bullshit. There's no way that a man should have to endure something like that. And the society doesn't call it out. Just saying that, and they say that it's his fault because she cheated. That's the crazy thing about it. If she cheats, it's his fault because he neglected her. But if he cheats on her, it's his fault. That's the double standard that men are just like, yo, I'm out. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. This shit is not equal or anything like that. This whole system that we have is toxic towards men. It really is. It's a toxic towards men. And it needs to change. And as far as the Manosphere is concerned, if you guys didn't want these females in here, you shouldn't have been on that channel listening to them. But guess what? They're here now. They're here now. This is Art. I'm out.